Hey guys, it's Don Boden from SampleLibraryReview.com, and today I'm taking a first look of a Vocalise 2 Gravity Pack number 4 from Heavyocity. And Vocalise 2 is the fourth Gravity Pack from the developer. You probably have seen reviews we did of their scoring guitars, as well as some promotional videos the developer has released for Natural Forces or Vocalise if you don't own them already. Now it's important, very important I should say, to note that these libraries do not require the full version of Heavyocity's Gravity. These are standalone contact player instruments, although they are sample sets housed in that same Gravity engine, so you've got a lot of power and control over them. Include a link in the description below that'll take you over to Sample Library Reviews Vocalise 2 page, where we'll have all the specs and facts, as well as any of the demos, videos, official videos, or any other reviews we find across the web. This is a first look video. I'm digging in for the very first time to take a look and listen to Vocalise 2 from Heavyocity. So we've got, looks like we got folders for pads, performance palettes, phrase menus, rhythmic pedals, scrapes and motifs, and sustain valves. I'm going to just start with these pads here. And it looks like, okay, loads up with the Gravity hybrid engine, which if you haven't used any of the other Gravity packs or the Gravity instrument, it should be familiar for those of you who have used it. But if you haven't, I guess I click on my channel. Here we go. Yeah, it's really nice. Great sound design. Just kind of flip through some of the presets, get a feel for the sound. Yeah. Okay, it sounds like we've got some motion going on. Maybe it's just the sample. Yeah, it sounds like it might be just the sample. Let's see here. Let's mute our sections. Okay, so we've got 3 different samples that load up for all of these so far to kind of stack and create the pad. You got controls for your pan. Your volume. And then sounds like we got the same kind of thing going on here. Let's check out the Elements menu, see how this is set up. So all the blue keys are triggering back a different sample set. And then with our magenta pinkish keys, here we're able to actually change keys. Just great sound design on these gravity packs. I don't know if you've heard the only one that I have is the scoring guitars, and it's fantastic. The demos for the other ones I've thought just sounded fantastic too. Ambient elements, and it looks like no. Okay. So it sounds like these samples have the rhythmic kind of pacing going with them. Let me just turn my tempo control on. Yeah, so you can hear all of the rhythmic elements are tempo synced to your DAW, which I assume they were, but I didn't want to make too much assumptions here. So you can see on several of these, you've got the punish, twist, and sample controls. Here, I'll turn off these two so you can hear. So here's the twist. It's a little quiet, but here's the punish. And then the sample controls, you can see the actual wavelength, the name of the wavelength, and ADSR, various controls. Now, these are shorts, so this might be a cool place to experiment with showing some of this kind of stuff. Let's turn it on. I'm just going to restrict it to the first. You see, we've got multiple screens. We've got a very long step sequencing for the effects for volume, pitch, and pan. So let's just restrict it to the first page. Here we go. So this is just so if you haven't seen some of this functionality, I thought it'd be good to showcase it with the shorts. But this video isn't to teach you how to use the instrument. It's merely for us to take a listen and see what it sounds like. Really cool. Yeah, that's really nice. I guess these... Okay, before we move on, I don't want to overlook because it looks like this entire pad is in the key of A at every note. On the keyboard, we've got a mixture of... Every single note is a different sample. I'm going to solo to see. Okay, so our first one is our rhythmic pedals. And then our second one are motifs, and I bet these are what they're calling the scrapes. So they've kind of built this in a way that and again, that is purely this sample playing back. Which is, where is it? Here? Yeah. Okay. So, that's pretty cool, the way they've layered these. And that's just purely playing back the samples, not using their step sequencing and stuff. Looks like we've got 4 of these, one in A, C, D sharp, and F. Here's some C's. And again, you could hear, as I played through, the bottom half is those rhythmic pedals. The center is the motifs. The top are those scrape pads. That's really cool. Let's move along. Performance vowels. It looks like they've tagged the singers. So let's see how that's divided up. So this one is in A, so and then what do we have? It says we got phrases. Where are they? Okay, I'm starting to get a real feel for how this can be a performance instrument. So I can do my rhythmic pedal tone at the bottom of the keyboard. Then I got phrases at the top. And then in the middle. got that MV1, moving vowels. All right, that's the one singer. Let's check out the other singer, Song Yi. And I'm going to assume it's the same way with our pedal tone. And the thing that's important that I forgot is it's telling me what key we're in, and I'm trying to play in a different key. So I have to ignore the top and bottom of the keyboard and remember that I'm in A. Yeah, that's really cool. And you can see there's several of these pedals, as well as the phrases across the top. And they did them all in A, C, D sharp, and F sharp. That's pretty cool. I like those. Tuned pedals. Let's see what these are. This one's in A, so. So we got octaves. It's kind of cool. Variations. Okay. And then our center would be our moving vowels. It's A minor. That's pretty cool. All right, let's just check out one of these in F sharp because we hadn't listened to them. Same thing. F sharp. Yeah, those are really nice. It's fun the way they've set these up because it's very performable, I think. With okay, here's some phrase menus. And it looks like we've got this set up here, so we've got the similar mapping, and they've kept the color consistent, which I think is great. So you've got your pink magenta keys switches, which switch your tonality, and then your top triggers a different set of all the phrases in A. And then we've got these cool little rhythmic things going on with those orange keys. Yeah, that's really fun. I think I like the way you can instantly dive in and start to get something out of these. And again, I'm not even touching the power of the gravity engine, which would make things like this happen. With gating and through volume, pan, and pitch adjustments, as well as any of the effects here, which we could actually deal with distortion the same way. And if you didn't notice, these are on-offs for all our effects if you're unfamiliar with the engine. Let's move along. So we got pedal combinations stacked. Okay, that's pretty cool. So basically just a combination of 3 of the pedal tones sync to the same keys. Great performances, really beautiful breath captured throughout. And it looks like it's telling us something here in our code. So it's like these are the samples stacked together in case you wanted to pull them out, perhaps. I'm not sure. Might have to come back to the manual for that. Okay, these are just staggered across the keyboard, so you can see we've got our bottom sample. So that's just another way to be able to perform and trigger those stacks back. That's pretty cool. And then it looks like we've got... did I get lost here? We were in pedal combination staggered. Now pedal menus. Okay, now we've got all samples across the blue keys and the ability to change our key with the magenta / pink keys.
Fala, 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 moi, nanana, moi, nanana, me.
Yeah, so we could get any of those pedal tones and jump around across them. And then here we go. Here's exactly what the key to unlocking, stacking the pedals is. You can see Clara 01, so this is C01, and Song Yi 01. So obviously, when we go back here to our stacked, we can see which one's C06, C09, C10. Same here with S. These are decoding, telling us which single pedals are doing that. Very intuitive, I have to say, because I have not opened the manual. So I've got an idea of what's going on in the naming conventions and with what the sample sets are offered across the keyboard in different variations just by intuitively looking through and seeing what's up. Okay, this is cool. Yeah. These remixed ones are... Oh, let's just go to this all menu. I want to see if it's the same. Yeah, here we go. So blue keys are different samples of all the motifs, and then the magenta keys let us change the tuning. Overall, I really think this sounds great. And dynamic Oz, these are so low. Really nice vocal pads. We've got humming. And ooze. Vowel 1. I'm just going to peek and see if there's any key switches hidden here, except for obviously our effects. Okay, so it's a morphing. OAE morphing. And a AO morphing. And now we've got stacked versions, which I'm very curious to see how this is done here. Oz, ums, and Oz. So we got both of the singers with ums in the middle. Very expressive. Yeah, lush and beautiful. And because there's 3 of these each kind of morphing there, we've got morphing valves 2 on our first channel, pan to the left, morphing valves 1, pan to the right. When I just hold down this chord, I get so much texture and motion. If you're wearing headphones, you'll be hearing it and enjoying it as much as I am. I hope that this little peek at the presets playing through for Vocalise 2 from Heavyocity has helped give you more insight as to what the library has to offer. I've really enjoyed this, and I can't wait to start playing around and manipulating. Like I'd mentioned, there's a lot more that could be done with the Gravity engine. I'll be sure to include any official videos for using the engine, as well as all of Heavyocity's Vocalise 2 videos and demos on the sample library review Vocalise 2 page, which I'll link to in the description below. Thanks so much for checking out the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'd love your support. And be sure to head over to samplelibraryreview.com for the latest news, reviews, and deals.